Okay, so critical step, replacing this seal. The FSM, so you get it there, it has this big like slide hammer thing pulling it out, and then a SST putting it in. I don't have a slide hammer SST, but I do have the installer, so I'm going to go ahead and give my trusty seal puller here carefully, see if we can't get it out without scoring. Look at that. And the spring face is in on the new seal. Careful not to F that up. I had someone tell me that you could reuse these seals. I almost laughed. There's clearly a diamond in the FSM, a black diamond. While we're in here though, I'm gonna stuff a towel in here. These threads here are pretty goobered up, so I'm gonna hose them off with some brake clean, and while we got it out, and get a brass brush and just, you know, clean the threads so there's no binding. I doubt this has ever been done, although I don't know if the hubs have ever been off either. But definitely some grime and stuff in here. And then there we go, a lot better. In this groove where the keyway goes, or the slider. But this surface here, let me get this, oh, there we go. This is the sealing surface for the hub, the wheel seal on the hub, like front axle hubs. And it's got a little groove in it, not enough to catch my fingernail, but enough to, I'll polish it with a steel brush first, get all any corrosion that built up. I'm not worried about the tube here because that was covered with my bag, but what I got here is 600 sandpaper, and I'm just gonna polish it. And this is like dressing the surface. Gets any burrs, more, you know, anything that's gonna hang up the seal and cause it to leak. But you know, we're gonna have the hubs on here shortly, and I always polish all my sealing surfaces like this. Get them bright, happy. I do this on like, I would do this on the end of a crankshaft before a rear main oil seal, any pinion flanges. And your finger, that's not a bad dent. That's not a bad, but yeah, 600. I could wet sand it, but that's a little overkill. But yeah, she's ready to go. That's sweet. So the seal, where is the seal? Ah, here it is. So we know the spring goes in like that. Cruiser Matt said he presses them in with his fingers. I might try that first, but no matter what, lube the outer of the seal and the inner lip with Mobil 1 synthetic grease, because you can never go wrong with synthetics. So I'm going to do the lip first. I'll put another coat on before the axle shaft goes in, but especially get the outer side, because I'm going to press it in with my fingers, I think, instead of driving it. If I have to drive it, I will, but sometimes Toyota's overkill. But well, obey Mr. T, FSM. So see if we could press it in the Cruiser Matt style. There's no doubt. Look at that. Look at that. Huh. Pretty cool. Get it just a little lean of the surface. There we go. So it's not flush. I've got a fingernail amount of room there, and I'm gonna put a little grease. This will be the it'll be pre-greased and ready for the axle shaft. Wait till you guys see how I pack bearings. Probably do something you've never seen before. I sure as heck don't stick my fingers in them. Okay. Alright, so that's ready to go. I'm also gonna lightly smear this surface to prevent it from flashing, but also when the wheel seal goes on there, it won't be dry, even though I will also do the lip of the wheel seal on the hub. But a little glide there can't hurt. And that's our only sealing surfaces. The rest are bearing surfaces. So so yeah, didn't need the SST after all. It's a little overkill, isn't it? So I've got to do the brake lines after I do these seals, so I took the backing plates off, so I have access to this and to this. I got Cruiser Matt's stainless steel brake lines, and I want to be able to put the shocks back on. I'm on the fence if I want to take the shocks off, just to paint them. That means taking the top portion off. I mean, they're not leaking or anything, but I don't know. I could take a brush to them, but that's kind of corny. Maybe just leave them. I don't know. Shocks weren't part of this. The suspension topic wasn't part of this, but it turned into it. So, anywho, I got updated hardware for the backing plates. I'll show you later. I got the next generation, like 80 series and 70 series stuff. I wasn't really happy with the 62 series. The Toyota didn't supersede it, so I got some really cool updated stuff, less moving parts. With that being said, let's transition to the clean my hands here. We're gonna transition to the brake drums because they need to be prepped. And I'll do the other seal on the other side. But let's see here. So these are OEM Toyota ones. I got them from the dealer where I got my commercial hub account. They came with a flat black coating on here, but look how they missed it. You know, they didn't spray it all the way. I guess they have a shade or something. I guess they don't want paint dripping. But I decided I'm going to do what Brembo does, and I'm going to paint the ceramic coat the entire non-contact surfaces. I've taped off the shoe contact surfaces, and I'll be using flame-proof ceramic header paint. Not a whole lot, but I'm going to definitely pre-treat. This is DTM, so I'm going to treat it. This surface in here will get painted. I'll focus on the cast area. I'll go light on the metal area because we're going to have a paper gasket on there, which I'll get more into later. But definitely this groove flakes up, and rust flaking is actually insulation. It causes heat retention and warpage. But I just used 3M tape. I'll tape that one off. But yeah, flame-proof ceramic header paint, black, will match. The outside of the drums, I will probably coat with this as well. They get hot. Why not? I got enough. Because I want to go over this factory coating, especially here. Give it an extra, bomb-proof layer. But yeah, brand new drums. These things weren't cheap either. God, what were they? They were like way over 150 bucks a piece. I want to say they were like 170 a pop, but I couldn't find anything made in Japan on in the aftermarket source. So why not go with OEM, right? And then this side, we'll do the same. We'll do the same thing with the seal and polishing. Pop the seal out, polish the tube, and then my beautiful backing plates go on. After we do the brake lines, you can see this brake line here is not so much a concern, but the tabs here, the mounting tabs are, and I got all new mounting clips. But wait till you see Cruiser Matt stainless steel brake lines. They're pretty sweet. So shame I can't pause these videos, but I will. I'll come back after when we get the brake lines going on. Because I plan on getting the sucker roadworthy tonight. I did do some homework, and I'm gonna go there right now. I did the research, and I've got the science to back it up. This is the best product on Earth. This is the world's best gear lubricant. to put in this axle and differential. It's 80W90. They don't make straight 90 weight, but with it being fully synthetic, 80W90, this is what I called AMSOIL's tech line, and they said it covers the above 18 degrees Celsius, I believe, which called for an SAE 90, but they don't make one in full synthetic. I got the slip lock, limited slip additive, because we got our limited slip differential, even though it claimed it had limited slip capabilities. Using standard and limited slip differentials, manual transmissions, GL5. I wanted to put the slip in, you know, and I got a fancy dancy AMSOIL pump. This is supposed to not pop the hose off. It's pretty durable and reusable. It's actually made in the United States, but it was only 11 bucks. But you know, this was the way to go. This is the world's best gear oil, and I dare anybody. This is a dare. Toyotamat dares anybody to prove differently through science and sound reasoning. I did the homework, and this is absolutely the cat's meow for putting in anything gear oil related. I'll put this in the transmission and transfer case in the front axle for sure. But yeah, there's nothing better on the market. AMSOIL. This is the world's best, and I guess it's made in America. I don't know. I guess some things are good made in America. I don't know. Toyota doesn't have a synthetic gear lubricant 80W90, so, or a limited slip additive. They have the limited slip decal. Okay, that's it for now. There'll be more progress to follow up. That is the world's best gear oil. I dare you to prove differently.